This is part 2, animations slash creepypasta. So I actually thought this would be a cool idea because the third one is going to be live action, and I have to get these done because it is almost Friday and I want to get all 3 videos out on Friday. So let's watch. This is called True McDonald's Horror Story. True McDonald's Night Shift Horror Story Animated. Sorry. Alright, let's watch. Okay.
This happened to me when I was working at McDonald's. My boss assigned a schedule amongst our staff. I was unfortunately scheduled for the night shift on Fridays. I didn't usually mind as we didn't get a whole lot of business around this time of night. My boss was pretty laid back and didn't mind if I went on my phone during business hours, so long as I got all my work done. I remember dozing off repeatedly due to the fact that I wasn't fully acclimated with the night shift hours. Psst. That's when I heard someone making a psst sound. The kind of sound you make when you try to draw someone's attention.
Right.
I notice a customer trying to make an order outside, so I quickly greet them with my usual, "Hi, welcome to McDonald's. May I take your order?" I then heard a man say, "One Whopper, please." "Yes, I would like one Whopper."
Whopper? You think we're the trash Burger King? Down the street to your left. Take 2 turns. Get to the Burger King. They're barely in business, so probably go get some food before they're gonna close down. Gosh, dang.
Please? I couldn't tell if he was being a smartass or not,
Yes.
so I ended up saying, "This isn't Burger King, sir. We don't serve that here." I heard him chuckling profusely after I said that.
What's so funny?
I quickly checked the security camera, only to see
Ew.
Clown.
Ew.
The clown was standing in front of the drive-thru menu. It's not Halloween. Why the hell is this guy dressed up like that? I really didn't want to serve this guy, so I decided to use our company policy as a plausible excuse for him to exit the premises. "Hi, sir. Unfortunately, you need to be in a vehicle in order to purchase something here." "If you don't have a Whopper, I'll take a Baconator instead."
Now I think the Golden Arches is Wendy's.
This guy
Excuse me,
was
with the
some random
spicy
psycho
nuggets.
harassing
Good
me.
nuggets.
I instinctively yelled,
Trash burgers.
"Get the hell out of here before I call the cops!" I cautiously stick my head out the window.
Oh, don't do that.
No longer there.
Sorry, still sick.
A couple hours later, near the end of my shift, I notify my boss and fellow employees regarding the situation. They all dismiss my accusations by saying ignorant things like, "Did you get his autograph?" Or, "It was probably some guy that thought it was Halloween." I annoyingly pretend to be amused and head home. The following Friday, it was my time to work the night shift again. I really dreaded working this shift, especially after what transpired that day.
Yeah.
I tried to convince myself that it would be highly unlikely that I'd encounter that clown again. As time went on, I remember dozing off as I get startled by another psst sound. I urgently check the security camera, but don't see anyone present. At this point, I genuinely thought I was hearing things due to my subconscious mind thinking about the clown. My paranoia must have been at the peak of its height. That's when I turned my head towards the drive-thru window, only to see the clown staring dead at me. "If you don't make me a Big Mac, I will kill you."
What?
"Trevor."
Oh,
My
snap.
heart sank to my stomach. The clown knew my name.
What was the manager?
I immediately grabbed my cell phone to call the cops, but my hands were trembling so much that I actually wasn't capable of dialing anything.
Oh!
His head on the glass was screaming my name, Trevor, repeatedly. "Trevor, Trevor, Trevor!"
What the heck?
"Trevor, Trevor!
What the heck?
Trevor!"
Calm
I see blood
down.
dripping down.
That is horrifying. I'm literally getting goosebumps. You can't see it. I know it's not the greatest setup, but I don't want to get up and use the computer. But I'm getting goosebumps of galore.
Started shouting from the top of my lungs, "Leave me alone or I will call the cops!" The clown runs away as another car approaches the drive-thru lot.
Dude,
I
thank you.
stupidly resume work and wait for my boss to come in. Upon his arrival, I explain the entire situation to him. He then dismisses me by saying, "Don't sweat it, kid. It was probably some drunk. You can go home now." As he was talking, I noticed a cut on his forehead.
Oh.
I could even see blood start to drip from it. No. It can't be. Goodbye, Trevor.
Wow.
No!
I know my grandma's gonna watch this video since she saw that coming from a mile away. But that ooh. It reminds me a lot. It reminds me a lot of Scream. You know what I'm saying? Person dresses up, then they reveals themselves, and at the end of the video, it reminds me of that. Nitpick, that was pretty scary, but it is not as scary as the FNAF videos. I'm really excited for you guys to see that video. That video was so fun to make. Alright, next video. The next video, guys, I don't know if I'm gonna try to, I don't know how hard this is gonna be. I don't know how hard this is gonna be to find this playlist of videos, but I found a playlist called Creepy S Word. And I looked through some of the videos, and let me tell you right now, they look creepy. So let's watch them. These are creepypastas, as I heard. And I thought we'd watch a couple of these. They're not that long, they're not that much. But then we'll get into some of the creepy animations that I found. Ready? Let's watch. I never seen these videos, by the way. Haunt. Whoa. The guitar. Let's have a face cam on here. There we go. So now you can see my face. Hello. What is that? Oh, it's my air conditioning. I was like, what the heck is that noise? The window's open. We're not gonna explain how that just scared the crap out of me. No. for my eyes. That is scary. Okay, we'll watch one more. David first. Cooker Rock reversed. Oh, yeah, oh boy. What is this? Oh god, this isn't gonna be good. This is gonna get good. Excuse me. What was this? What is this? Why am I watching, dudes? What am I watching, dude? Oh my god. Ew. What am I watching? What am I watching now? What am I watching? The battle's over? Yeah, I'm calling that over. What did I watch? What did I just watch, y'all? Alright, we're gonna watch 3 more animations. The next film we're watching is called Pineapple Horn Animation by Darren Romero. I don't think I ever. Excuse me. I don't think I ever watched this one before. What the heck? What is that thing? What is that thing? Oh. What am I watching? We're not gonna talk about how that just scared me. Okay then. Okay. Next two videos. The next film, these last two films are a connection, but this one, gosh, this one is just it is just super creepy. It is called I Heard Too, a horror short animation by Axman Cartoons. Let's watch.
Sarah!
A girl heard her mom yell her name from downstairs. So she got up and started to head down.
Sarah?
As she got to the stairs, her mom pulled her into her room and said,
I heard it too.
Imagine hearing your mom or your father or your grandma or your grandfather yell your name downstairs. But you know they went upstairs to go to bed.
Stay in here and don't make a sound.
Wow. Why is it glitchy? The grass. Yeah. Alright, last film. I'm super exhausted. I woke up at like 8 a.m. I'm gonna take a little nap. I'll be right back. Alright, everybody, so I decided, you know what, since I love you guys so much, I'll bust it up to 2 more videos. This one is one I'm really excited to show you guys. It is called A Creepy Deep Web Story 2 Animated by Llama Arts. I've been wanting to show a Llama Arts video for a while, but now it's a perfect time to do it since I'm doing a 3-part episode 19 video. Let's watch.
I was 26 years old, and I was unemployed. Feeling unfulfilled by the monotony of a job life, I decided I would try my hand at working from home. So my days and nights comprised me of surfing the internet for any jobs I could get. I was a big procrastinator, so more often than not, I'd stray away and waste time doing other things. One day, I came across talk about the deep web while on Reddit. I felt amused by the people talking about it as if it was something so scary, and decided I'd look into it. It was stupid of me to go on it in the first place, but I made it even sillier by deciding to check it out late at night. It was about 2 a.m. and I came across a website where you could chat with someone anonymously.
Oh,
the person I got was a woman. She was in her early 20s and very pretty. She sat with her head in her hands, looking playful into the webcam while batting her eyes.
Another face cam for today.
I had no desire to turn my camera on and started our chat, thinking that while I didn't come across anything scary, I could befriend this pretty girl. It sounded like a better deal anyway. She told me to turn the camera on, but I ignored that request and tried to get her to talk. She finally did after some prodding, but I noticed how guarded she was. I also noticed how after every message I sent, her eyes would look off camera, either to her side or somewhere behind her computer.
Oh, snap.
And after a while, it started getting annoying, so I asked her if someone else was there with her.
I want to see you first,
she said. Up until now, I've been chatting while she'd answered my questions verbally. I'm not that curious.
Don't be scared,
she said, laughing, this time looking behind the laptop again and making a face that seemed to indicate she was laughing at my expense, with someone else. This is getting boring. It feels like I'm not just talking to you.
That's because you're not. You're talking to us.
Who else is there?
Turn your camera on.
Is this a joke?
Turn it on.
No.
Okay, I'll be leaving now.
Turn on the camera.
Or
Her
what?
laughter was almost piercing by now. There was nothing humorous about the situation, yet she threw her head back with riotous laughter. I'd had enough and moved the cursor over to turn the chat box off when I saw the cursor had jammed. The only thing that was working was the chat box, and I still had access to the keyboard.
Turn the camera on, sweetie.
Her gumdrop-filled voice was louder than before, and I moved my gaze up to see her smiling toothfully at the camera. Her face still beautiful, but the smile completely fake. My computer's crashed. I can't see the screen. Sorry. I lied. I didn't want her to know I had no option but to chat. Her screen flashed before going blank. There was nothing there but a black screen. I felt relieved, thinking that at least I didn't need to talk to her while I tried to figure out what happened to the screen. Just then, a chat message popped up.
Open the damn camera, you...
The aggressiveness of the message frightened me. Now, the fact that I couldn't see her face while she typed this made me feel nervous. I didn't dare reply back, but then the cursor moved.
Whoa!
Shell-shocked as the cursor twirled around the screen.
Open the camera now.
I still didn't make a move. There was no way anything good would be waiting for me if I did what she asked. The screen began flickering, as if a virus was causing the computer to writhe in agony.
Do you want me to find you?
My heart raced. Could it be possible she knew where I was? I started typing. Please stop bothering me.
Then turn on the fucking camera.
Wow.
By this point, I thought she was some kind of sadist who got her kicks by scaring unassuming people in chat rooms. So I obliged and turned the webcam on. Then I saw another and I received another message.
Look here. Don't look up.
The chat was filled with nonsensical gibberish. She typed with such ferocious speed, my screen whirled away with her constant messages. I couldn't understand what was going on, but I didn't look up. My patience ran thin, and I wrote back, "What is this supposed to mean?" Her response came. I read only the letters in bold and shuddered. I looked back into her webcam, and I fell back into my chair, my eyes widening. She was back there. Only her face looked completely demented.
What the heck?
She had a savage expression, devoid of emotion. But her eyes were almost popping out of their sockets, and she was huffing as if she had extreme amounts of pent-up rage. The way she looked directly into the camera made me feel she despised me with all of her being. There was no amusement there anymore. Her camera went blank again. Then the chat popped up. My heart stopped again. For a split second, there had been the same blackness, only for the lights to come back on.
What?
She wasn't alone.
Who is that?
There was a man next to her with a black mask on. He made no movements other than look into the camera like the girl. The girl's neck to her side. It looked like it was causing her pain. And then the lights went out again. The chat resumed. This time, I screamed in fright and fell off my chair. There was another man with them now. He was standing next to the girl with the original one.
No! Ew! Dude, it reminds me of Unfriended. You know that little movie called Unfriended? It reminds me of that. It reminds me of that. Oh my god. What the heck? Well, basically, Unfriended means they're going to there's like a dark web one, a deep web one. Holy crap. What's it called, deep web or dark web?
On the other side, this man had the same mask on, but his hands were grasping the girl's shoulders. Even with the subpar quality of the webcam, I could see the force with which the man dug his hands into the girl. It looked like he could rip her in two. The girl, however, had a huge grin on her face. Her eyes were mad with glee, or so it looked. Her teeth were perfectly lined up as her mouth spread into that toothy grin, but I could see she was in pain. Even with the smallest sign of her smile fading, the man clenched his hands even tighter than before, which made her smile even wider. All three of them were shaking, as if it was extremely cold where they were. After a couple seconds, I realized they were shuddering, like trying to hold back laughter. "What are you laughing at?" I yelled into the screen. They didn't answer, and continued to tremor with concealed hilarity. "What is so damn funny?" I bellowed. They stopped shaking. Within a couple seconds, the screen went black again. When it turned back on,
Whoa!
no longer grasped the girl's shoulder. Neither was she smiling. All three pointed into the camera. Upon a closer look, I understood that they weren't pointing at me. They were pointing at me. I didn't need to look back. I could see myself in the There was someone peeking from behind me. It was another man in a mask. And according to what I saw on my webcam, he was with me in my room, right behind me. I turned around quickly, but saw nothing where I had seen him in the webcam. I turned back towards the screen and, to my bewilderment, saw a third man in the girl's chat box.
What the heck?
It was the same man I had just seen standing in my room. Now, all three had their hands on the girl and were gripping tight. The girl wasn't laughing anymore. She had a look of utter devastation. A tear was dropping from her eye. But it wasn't just a tear. It was blood trickling down her eye socket. She then mouthed the words, "Help me," and the next second she screamed as if her lungs were being ripped off as the screen went black. I immediately got up and pulled the plug out of my computer and backed out of
Are you serious?
For a couple seconds, I swear I heard her screams, even though the computer was unplugged.
You unplugged it.
The room went quiet,
now.
But I was too devastated to stay there, and ran out of my house despite it being 3 a.m. I caught a cab and went over to my friend's, who had to talk me down for an hour before I could be calmed. I returned back to my house with my friend a day later. Everything was the same. And after thoroughly checking around the house, we concluded that there was no one there, nor was there a sign of anyone ever having broken in. I've never gone back to the deep web. My friend suggested it might have been some prank by computer hackers, but the way that girl shrieked, the terror she had on her face, it convinced me she had been a victim herself. I'd wondered if I had stayed on for longer, if I would have become a victim too. Could those men have found me? Was there really someone in the room with me? There was nothing I could do, because there was nothing concrete to report to the police. What I did do was throw the computer out and buy a new one. There was no way I could even open it back up after what happened.
Yo, that freaked me out. Well, I'm actually gonna end this one off right here. This one I'm getting a 7. I'm gonna give it a 7 for all these videos. Really, they got me a couple times. Yeah. Let me know if you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.